give everyone a golden opportunity to start seeing what's going to take place here tonight, as Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward Patch 3.3's main story is now live and on the air. So yeah, I am really looking forward to sharing this with you guys. And I'm sure that a lot of you, for those of you who are going to be logging in within the next few minutes, are probably wondering, who the heck am I looking at? And that's a good question, and I do have a good answer. If you remember back to patch 3.2's main story, you might remember that Heavensward, one of the few dragons that's actually befriended us over our time here in Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward, was actually wounded by Estenienne, who had been, of course, consumed by Nidhogg after he took both of Nidhogg's eyes in his possession. That would lead to where we are now. So thankfully, Heavensward is now back here in Annex Shrine, and she, and yeah, I have learned over time that Heavensward is a she, even though she sounds like a he a lot of times. Hey there, Wayne, good to see you this evening. Welcome aboard to tonight's Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward 3.3 main story launch. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to me doing this for you tonight, and I am looking forward to doing it myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism, as this evening I am proud to be able to start on the patch 3.3 main story for Heavensward for you tonight. Hey there, Miguel, good to see you this evening. Welcome aboard to the stream, and I know that all of you who are joining in right now are going to be looking forward to this. Hey there, Aqua, good to see you too. Bit of a warning I should ask from you guys as we go along. Please, whatever you do, no spoilers. I would like to make sure that I take this journey, but take it pure. So, this evening, we are going to be focusing on the main story, and that is going to be the focus of what we're going to be doing here tonight. As far as side content is concerned, I will be doing another live patch on Friday to do that, and so it's because I have a very busy week this week, and I have a lot of things to take care of tomorrow and Thursday night outside of doing this that are very important with my volunteer work, because it will relate to the fact that we're getting towards the end of the year, and so because of that, we need to focus a lot of our attention on that sort of thing. So I won't be able to show off any side content for you guys until at least Friday. But we, of course, are here to witness the main story for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward's Patch 3.3. So, it's my pleasure to once again introduce you to the Asia Dragoon of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward's story, Mathia Griffin. And so he is here checking up on Heavensward as she is recovering from her wounds still that were delivered to her by Nidhogg through Estenienne. So, our first order of business, I had the opportunity to look up the information. First order of business is to go to, we gotta go back to Ishgard. So, where our first quest is going to come at, from the information I'm seeing, I'm pretty much expecting that it's going to come at House Fortemps Manor. So, that is where we are going first. But I wanted to come in to just check on Heavensward and see how she's doing. And it's good that she is at least alive and well and not looking completely like she's about to be on death's door, that sort of thing. Alright. It's approaching high noon here at Ishgard. Let's make our way to the last vigil and get the proceedings going. Yeah, for those of you who have already gone through it this evening, please no spoilers, because if you have gone through this, I would prefer not to get spoiled by anything. So as we can see, it's going to be a very busy night. A lot of people are going to want to take an opportunity to see what's going on. So, this House Fortemps night will open our patch 3.3 main story. So, what do you say we get to it? Starting with the challenge entitled, The Man Within. The House Fortemps Knight has a message for you. Ah, Master Griffin, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. Yeah, that's what I thought. I believe Master Alphanode wishes a word with you. Well, that's not all that surprising. So, obviously, since we're going into the Count's house, we'll change into dress uniform. Welcome, Master Griffin. Shall I show you inside the manor? You may indeed, yes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this all going. And there's Alphinaud and Tatu still alive and well. Well, they should be. I mean, they don't get to see much action. They're usually on the sidelines, but it's good to see them as always. So Alphinaud, may we speak with you? And he doesn't actually speak here. Ah, Mathia, there you are. Have you a moment? There's something I would fain discuss. Go on. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. Who wouldn't? My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stenian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Azisla, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Krile for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem that they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Knight. Shall we go? Oh, they have? I think that's a good idea. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. I'll agree with that. And so away we go then, to the Forgotten Knight. So yeah, there's one thing that's on my mind that I've already know is going to be one of the challenges here in 3.3, and I am expecting how a lot of people are going to react to having to come back here should they end up getting stuck to do it again. Because a lot of people did the same thing when this challenge first went up back in Realm Reborn's patch 2.5. So if I get into this challenge and a whole bunch of people are suddenly bolting, I'll know why. Alright, to the Forgotten Knights. Let's jump through. And yeah, look at this crowd. Excuse me, coming through. Yeah, it'll be that way this evening. A lot of people will be going through 3.3 tonight. So there's Krile and Y'shtola.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
And this time they will be speaking, but I was expecting it this time.
Not to worry, Alphinaud. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Are those your words or his? Yeah, there's Gibralon, the man who runs the Forgotten Knight.
But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
No, indeed not.
Oh no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
Indeed.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when you took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
That's right.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else.
And what would that be?
And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion, that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean?
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Well, that's good. I mean, if he can actually turn into a Estinian, I mean, that should make sense that his physical body is not completely gone.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
Yeah, I've a lance that can do the job quite nicely.
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino.
He was like, are you sure this is a good idea?
By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
Unless two people each took an eye. Because, yeah, that would make more sense to do it that way.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
You know, aren't we getting aggressive, Alphino? But we all seem to be in agreement.
I found you at last.
Oh, Anawa's here. Yeah, that's, the servant of Amanalan of House Horton. Do you have a scar over your head? Yeah, you look like you had a scar on your forehead there.
A messenger of the Temple Knights
Yeah, you
came
do.
to the manor some few hours
Yeah, obviously
past.
from him getting
The Lord Commander
beaten up
humbly
in the
requests
previous
the company
patch.
of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Yeah, that shouldn't come as much of a surprise.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Of course.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Very well. Yeah, what will the two of you do in the meantime? Oh, what's on your mind, Kryl?
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Yeah, I think we're all, at this point, the way Alphino is becoming more think with your heart, not with your head, that he may eventually do something that he'll inevitably regret. And Midgardsormr is making a cameo.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Only time will tell. Yeah, Midgardsormr, ever the philosopher. So, cutscene, I guess.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear
it seemed that way,
gave
doesn't
way
it?
to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Those are some huge icicles, I should say. Alright. Now that we've taken care of business at the Forgotten Knight, we have to go and speak with the man in charge. And that, of course, is Sir Emmerich. Once we come back out of cutscene, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna follow in Trillian Siro. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alphinaud, you have quite an audience. Let's go around and speak with you over here. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? I guess we're about to find out. And of course, it's probably best that I come to meet him in my Azure Dragoon armor. Makes sense, since we usually have cutscenes that involve us speaking to him in his chambers, so... And I've always done it this way, so why change now? In fact, Biff Skylark has even got himself decked out in old Azure Dragoon armor for this scene. So, let's take on the next challenge entitled An Ally for Ishgard. Alphinaud is eager to hear what tidings Sir Emmerich has to share. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Giovanni in advance? Or mayhap they located that is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. And so would I, there, Alphinaud. So is that taking us directly into cutscene? Because, yeah, it is. Yeah, you always know when a cutscene is about to cue in. Greetings, Sir Emmerich, and Lucia, too.
I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas, not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
That
We
sucks.
dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
That's a bit surprising.
A pity.
Yeah, it is.
Fear not, Alphinaud. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
Oh, really?
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
How come?
What then would you have of us, my lord?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? Just sit around and do nothing?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
And that's your turn to me.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
Oh, okay. I was thinking to myself, okay, it must be the Warrior Light, obviously, but no.
To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another.
How so?
But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
Impossible?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men.
And so what makes you think it's going to change his mind
But much
now?
has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
I don't think that's going to be his final duty. I have to believe that he's going to do more than this. Because there's still some storyline that needs to be resolved before the next
We
expansion.
will, my lord. though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
So he's actually going to come with us. Yep, follow us. You're not going to stop him, Lucia? You're not going to have a change of heart? Because I was thinking, like, isn't she going to give him some parting words or something? But apparently not the case. Couldn't be spotted by NPC or you lose. And is that GS meaning gold saucer? Oh, and Sir Emmeric's still here. Okay. I was thinking he had already left to go somewhere else. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emeric. To Mathia and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there's aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. Yep, I'm here for you too. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tato that you will be escorting me to Som-Al. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are yet unknown to me. Yeah, Giovanni is uncharted territory to you, isn't it? We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the Churning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. Okay, we're going back. Alright. I propose this in part out of our concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it could have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Very well. So Sir Emeric sets foot in Dravania for the first time ever. Well, maybe not never, cause, like, who knows how long he's been doing his job. Alright, back to Annex Shrine. This webcast started here, and now it's going to go through there, too. But you can imagine there's going to be a whole lot of people who are going to be doing the exact same thing. Only 3 parties recruiting. With people going through patch 3.3 storyline content, you'd figure it would be a lot more. A conference call in 37 minutes? Alright. Alright, time to take an ascent. And we gotta go around the back way of the tower. Because, yeah, that's how I got here the first time. When I started this webcast, because, yeah, I wanted to start here to check on Vidofnir. Hey Vidofnir, we're back. We have returned! Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thoughtst to protect me, mortal? Oh, yeah, like, How did you possibly think you could protect the dragon? Yeah, they definitely have a mindset completely all their own, don't they? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friendship some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for so all, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Yeah, and if you've seen back to the Heavensward 3.0 story, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then. A pity. But if it's folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Yeah, let's be on our way. And with that, the quest is completed. So, yeah, we got some very high quality foods to choose from, but we can only take one. These two are both for, magic. So, yeah, this Logatan steak looks really good as far as stats are concerned. In fact, if push comes to shove, I may need to actually use this thing. Alright. So that's done. And then Alphinaud gets the next word for the next level challenge, entitled Winning Over the Worm. Alphinaud seems eager to press on. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphinaud. Scout ahead if you wish, Mathia. We shall join you outside Mogholm. Alright, well, we know where we go next. So yeah, we get to take the shortcut. And by shortcut, I mean we're going to be teleporting. By shortcut, I mean we're going to be teleporting. So yeah, away we go to the Churning Mists. And we can expect a lot of audience. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. Yeah, Sir Emmerich is here amongst all these people. He's gonna clean line and talk to him. So yeah, quite the electrical storm, isn't it? Like you two would sing about? I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estenienne and Isael yet walked at our side. Hey there, Moogles. Gonna pay us a visit? Good Papa! Is that you, Mathia? Yeah, hello there, Moogle. Isn't yeah, we've forgotten his name, apparently. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Koopa! After all we've been through together? But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Mathia? Oh, they're gonna make me chose? How could I forget you, Moglin? Of course I do, Moghan. Apologies, friend, but all Moogles look the same That last line alone is funny. I could do that if I wanted to, but if I remember correctly, I think his name is Moghan. I hope I'm right. I don't want to embarrass the poor guy. Oh, I'm right. Whew! You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just fondly recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupal? But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Magholm, Kupal? Well, if you need to know, this is what we're up to. Ah, another audience with old Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupal! With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. Have we managed to hold on to it all this time? I wasn't even aware we were still holding on to it. That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Yeah, only I'd have Hraesvelgr treat us like crap again. Because don't think that he won't. You're not going to come with us this time, Moghan? Now that was unexpected, Kupal. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Moglin was the chief's name. I wonder what would have happened if I referred to him as Moglin. Maybe he would have felt like, oh, you think I'm the chief? Like, wow, I didn't know I was so special to you. Yeah, let's go warp to Zenith now. And for the third time in the storyline, we have to blow a horn to say hello to Hraesvelgr and have him treat us like crap. Alright. Time for some altitude. Let's see who all is here. That's a lot of people. Actually, no, they just keep popping up like weeds. And somewhere in the middle is... Oh, hey there, Ceramic, but... Okay, I see the little, thing that says... Or the little light that says destination. Okay, I was thinking, like, do we have to talk to Almeric or Ceramic or Alpha Node? But no, there's a little, shining spot that said destination. So yeah, let's go piss off Hraesvelgr again. Yeah, come on over and shoot me down like you always do. So the fog comes in. It's a fog of ill omen. But yeah, there he is. Yeah, go on and get mad again. You dare summon me again, mortals? Yeah, we do. Deal with it!
Great Hraesvelgr, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Well, don't you have a retort there, Hraesvelgr? Because I was expecting you to shoot him down right away. Without even so much as even hearing a word.
Greetings, Hraesvelgr. I am Emeric de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
Yeah, to parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother. He knows how to read faces.
You foresaw mine intent.
Yeah, it's kind of his style. I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. Well, we already knew what it was gonna be. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon. A bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. So yeah, having been shot down once again. Oh, thinkest thou Needhog was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon this cursed upon that cursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto the harbingers of despair. 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance. Yeah. But mercy is asking for mercy isn't or assistance isn't arrogance. Yeah, we're done with him. Let's go.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude.
So why are we disturbing it?
But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Obviously not, or else why would he reject us? Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Hraesvelgr upon your back?
Yeah, that did happen, because, yeah, I was just actually looking through my Heavensward list the other day of videos, and in episode 65, she actually is seen riding Hraesvelgr before she does her final acts before she died, and back then I led myself to believe, like, oh, she'll probably be back again someday, but no, that wasn't gonna happen. And so, Hraesvelgr, piteous, deluded Hraesvelgr, the child did lament her past sins, and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. But, ... and for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that he's obliged to help us. It's like, you got a one-off, don't expect more from me.
You have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Yeah. Even were there mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Would thou have me slain mine own sibling to save a city of mortals? Yeah, we are asking a lot of him, aren't we?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Yeah. Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. Like, we're just speaking nonsense to him. Midgard-Somir wants to get in on this too? Yeah, hi there. Yeah, I didn't think Ceramic was expecting to see Midgard-Somir in his miniature form. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. He's been with me the whole time. I mean, you remember seeing him at the, in episode 76. Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? It is not merely a manifestation of his vengeance. The shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage. I would not commend thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. Oh, I get something to say here? While this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. Help us save the companion, or say nothing. Let's take option 1. Because that's the one that will probably get the least amount of sarcasm from Hraesvelgr. Because yeah, better to say something than nothing. Nidhogg's transformation into Rage Incarnate is in part of mine own doing. I rendered unto him my eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against the terrible shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. By doing what? I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskr once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Yeah, this is where the main story dungeon comes in, right? Because I know there is one. Yeah, go ahead and fly away. Yeah, swallow your pride for once there, Hraesvelgr. I guess the Moogles were a bit scared, because, yeah, it could get nasty. And Midgard-Solmir, having said his piece, goes away. Very well. Alright, gotta speak with Soremric again. Hopefully, because, yeah, look at all the people still trying to pop in. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Very well. And it doesn't look like we'll have to go very far. And just jump down the ramp a couple of times. And that took a bit out of me, but yeah. Imperious Worm. Or Paris Wyvern, rather. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. So we get access to Sor Kai. Very well.